Jennifer MacDougall is a celebrity hairstylist and beauty expert who has traveled the world. You have really grown your social media presence. What do you think has been able to lead you to the level that you're at this point?
You know, that's a great question. I think determination is the biggest thing, and just being current, talking about the trends, like connecting with peers,
right? And
just keeping to evolve, like evolution. You can see everything that's happening in the digital world, and you really have to stay on it. If you're not on it, it's going to be old news.
Now, you teach a variety of classes. You obviously teach a lot in color classes, being a L'Oreal professional artist, but you mentioned earlier that you're doing a new type of class that you're offering. Can you tell me a little bit about what led you to your beauty social class?
So for the past couple of years, I've noticed so many salons have been saying, you know, how do I make my Instagram look like this? Or how do I attract more clients through social media? So these things were coming up during other programs that I was teaching, and I thought, you know what? I need to really just make something to focus just for these questions. So it's a great class called the Beauty Social, and I've taken it all throughout the US, and now internationally I'm taking it to Peru in a few weeks, and to Canada in a few weeks after that. So I have a passion about it. It really just is, it's marketing yourself and building connections authentically with other artists, with brands, and also with clients that you want to come into the salon and help make money with you.
Now, where do you find your inspiration when it comes to how you structure your classes, the elements you're teaching, or even the topics that you're going to educate others on?
So I actually get everything from the people in the class. It's all based on questions that they're asking me all the time, and each time I do the class, it gets better.
Right.
So I've seen it evolve from, you know, a year and a half ago to now. I just keep adding more content, and of course the digital age is changing, so certain rules that we had are different than they were 6 months ago, because that's just how we move with social media right now.
Right. Now, I know Eric has always said in order to really be passionate about the industry, education is key in that. You're providing everybody else with a lot of education, but what is on your to-do list or your goals for your own personal education for this year?
So I'm always learning. I'm always watching, whether it's digitally or even today. There's so many great artists that Eric and the Academy have brought in. I'm definitely going to be peeking out to seeing what they're doing. But yes, I'm constantly like getting myself into different events and learning from other artists, because you have to do that, and connecting with peers. It's number one.
Now, you have done things like Project Runway, obviously New York Fashion Week. You have been in a lot of magazines, too many to mention. If you had advice for somebody who is wanting to do the things you've done to get to the level you've gotten to, what advice would you give them?
So first thing, if they're just starting out and they haven't gone to a beauty school yet, you're definitely going to want to come to the Eric Fisher Salon and Academy. I've told everyone to do that, and it doesn't matter where you live. They might be like, Wichita, Kansas, where? Right. But I'm telling you, it is the best place to come. He has a photo studio, as you know. Everything here is the perfection, the most perfected experience that a student will ever get. And when you start it off right, that's number one.
Right.
So then number two is, if you want to work with celebrities in TV, then you need to live where there's celebrities and people filming TV.
Right.
You know, or that they're coming and doing movies or whatever. You need to be around those people. There's agencies that represent hair and makeup artists that work in those fields, so you can reach out to them and ask if they need anyone to help assist them, or reach out to the agencies and see if they need an assistant list right now. And then your Instagram, of course, it's marketing yourself in the right way to create the business that you want to have. You put out there the looks that you want to do, and then those things will come back.
I think that's great advice. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. You definitely have to be where people are. Now could be opportunities depending on what level you want to be at, of starting kind of maybe some local television or anything along those lines.
If you have a local news, you could go and do the anchors. Sometimes there's shopping networks that you could go work with those, and start your own beauty channel. If you want to be like an on-camera host, show people you can do that, you know, and go on and do like YouTube or Instagram stories. And don't just expect everyone to find you. You need to find them. So, and let them know who you are. I think a lot of people with Instagram think like, how do I get more people to find me? Well, you don't just get them to find you and wait. You have to search out the people that you want to follow you or to connect with you and to work with you.
So really a lot of hard work, determination. Don't be afraid of the word no.
Absolutely.
I mean, you've got to put yourself out there. So For any of you watching who want to get to the level that Jennifer MacDougall has been able to accomplish, definitely take her advice. She knows what she's talking about. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing your expert advice with us.
I'm having a blast with you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.